Hi guys, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork and welcome to our review of the Boost Max on Boost Mobile. So the Boost Max is a device from ZTE that actually is a phablet. Its screen size is 5.7 inches and it's available right now. You can pick it up for $2.99. So it's basically with Boost Mobile, of course, you can just buy your devices right off the bat. Now, what I really like about the Boost Max is that even though it's a phablet and even though it's on Boost Mobile, which not a lot of people use, it's still a very capable device overall. And that's one of the best thing about it. You know, there are not a lot of things that shine really large on the device, but overall it's very capable and it's a device that I really enjoy using. So first off, we start off with the display. It's a 5.7-inch HD display, 720p, and you can see the display here and display look. You do have this custom UI that Boost Mobile has. That's very easy to use. You know, it's nothing too difficult there. We've got a front-facing camera, 1.2 megapixels, back, home and menu buttons, which of course are touch sensitive. Now, if we flip over to the side, the cool thing here they have is a camera button. So a standard camera button to take photos. One issue I have with the camera button is that yes, once your phone is basically unlocked, you can fire up your camera, but if your phone is locked, there's really no way to do that. I couldn't find any settings to change this option, so maybe there is one, so I don't know. And then if you flip over to the back, you can see the build here. That's another thing I like about the device. Even though it's a cheaper phone and it's, you know, you can basically pick it up at that price at $2.99, it's not built flimsy. So you've got this faux metallic back, and you've got the plastics on the edges for the speakers as well as the top frame. Now the camera is up here. It's an 8-megapixel camera, and we'll talk a little bit more about that with our camera sample within this video, but this has the ability to open up, and look, you can see that's the opening for your micro SIM, so you can actually swap out SIMs. I didn't know that. I thought this was embedded initially, but it's still a nice option to have. And then on this side you have your volume rocker, micro USB, and micro SD card slot, where you can actually upgrade your memory, because it only comes with 8 gigabytes of storage. You can expand that up to 64, so the ability to expand your memory storage is nice with this device. Now it's powered by a dual core processor, and that might sound like a letdown for a lot of people, but I was impressed with the performance. You know, this device really was able to handle. So what's the UI here? You basically just tap to unlock and you're pretty much in, and the UI is a custom UI here from ZTE. Don't know the name, but in terms of performance and fluidity, this thing runs very well. It was very fluid. I had no issues or slowdowns with the UI. It was able to handle things very well. You know, in terms of just daily operations, I noticed no lag, things like that. Now when the phone comes with a couple of things built in terms of software. You've got the Boost Mobile, Boost Music there, Boost Zone, which is standard carrier additives in terms of software. There's the AirG, and then you have things from ZTE like Full Share File Manager. It does come with Chrome, so I didn't install that. eBay's there. There's quite a considerable amount of bloatware overall, but it doesn't slow down the system, which is nice. So I didn't notice anything slow or buggy from it in terms of all this stuff that's added in here. Now you saw something here. It's got Dolby basically Digital Plus. So Dolby Digital Plus does help give it some nice audio background, if you will. So you do have the ability to customize different audio settings from movies, music, game, and voice, and that can be applied. You can turn it off, you can turn it on, and you can be applied to anything you're listening to. So that's a nice feature in there. Now, what version of Android are we running here? That would be a slight disappointment. If you go into the settings, we can check that out. If you go to About Phone, you'll see that this is running Android 4.1.2. So we're hoping this will be running a newer version of Android. I don't know if this will be updated to anything newer, but that's pretty much the version you're running there. Hopefully we can get this to run Android 4.4. At least ZTE updates that, because I think this would be a perfect device for that in updating to Android 4.4. Then if you look at some of the general settings here, you can see it's got that traditional 4.1 look in terms of the UI, background UI features. You do have something called Smart View, and Smart View, I'm just going to turn it on here. It's on. And Smart View is kind of like the multitask system that is built in for the Boost Max, basically mirroring something you have, the same things you have with the Galaxy Note 3, and it's easy to actually activate. So if you hold down the back button, that brings up Smart View, which allows you to bring applications that you can use. So basically you can run two applications at the same time on here. So for instance, if I pick Chrome, I just have to touch and drag. And so Chrome is the first application, and then I hold down back again, and I decide, okay, let's pick another application here. Let's see, what else can we open up in here? You know what? Play Store. I want to download a few apps. I can drag that to the bottom, and there you have it. So I have Play Store at the bottom. I can still browse, and also I can still search the Play Store at the bottom. I can browse on the top and still use that each application. Now you've got this bar here which you can customize the screen size that's allocated to each application, so you can definitely do that, which is nice. And then you can also bring up apps again, so you can actually do this and swap out applications and say, okay, you know what, I don't feel like browsing the Play Store anymore, I'm going to go to the Boost zone. I'm just going to drag that here, and you see it's easy to use, and it's pretty much easy to use and set up all together. So to actually get out of this, you just literally hit the home button, and that basically closes out the Smart View. So that's the Smart View, and they've added something to at least take advantage of some of the screen real estate here, which is nice. Now the other aspect of this device is the camera, and we're actually going to use the camera to demo some of the audio as we go check out the camera sample. So the camera here is, like I said, it's an 8-megapixel camera. You've got a standard camera setting. You can go in there, you can customize your picture size, 8:6. You can also switch it to video and customize your video size, also 1080p location and things like that. In terms of photos, you do have some custom settings where you can go basic. You can go through things like the panorama shot, low light, things like that. You also have scenes, and then you have pro, which gives you some pro settings, so you can do blink detection, group shot, photo quality. This is how it's separated for you, but it's nice to see that they have that. They also have a different view for each one, so to give you a better idea of how they look. So while we focus on the camera, let's take a listen to sound sample of the camera, and then we'll switch over so you can definitely check out the video. But I wanted to play this for you so you get a good idea of how well the speakers actually sound.
Hi guys, this is from Booredatwork. Excuse my finger there, and we are in a snowstorm. So yeah, it's snowing heavily. Snowstorm is starting here in New England, and I wanted to give you an example of the camera capture at 1080p with a Boost Max on Boost Mobile. This doesn't have OIS or anything like that, but I wanted you to get a good idea of how it sounds, especially picking up background noise with cars and all that stuff there, as you hear me, and also, you know, snowfall and things like that. So I'm just gonna walk down this way a little bit down the street. It's Main Street here, and just give you an idea so you can see and experience some of this awesome snowstorm. So there you have it. And just gonna walk over to that Porsche over there. So past this gentleman in front of me. Excuse me. Good. And giving you a good idea of me just walking with the camera and taking video, and I'll take a photo of the Porsche. I believe you can take photos at the same time. Yes, you can do that while recording, so that's nice. And we'll do a couple of shots and we'll add that with this review.
That is the camera sample. The camera is decent, nothing spectacular, but it does do the job, and I think also the speakers does represent well. It's not overbearing or not super loud, but you should get quality output out of the speakers. So overall, the Boost Max is a solid device. There's nothing spectacular about it, but if you're looking for a device, I think it's capable of handling your day-to-day needs on Boost Mobile Network and your Boost Mobile user. You want to upgrade to something with a larger display, has some a little additive functionality, especially with a smart view, and also has solid battery life. So I forgot to mention that the battery life is very good. Thing is well optimized. I was able to get. I still have I haven't charged this now in the last 2 days, and I've been using a medium use, and it's still going on. I still have probably about 45% battery life left. So battery life is good. Also, call quality again has been very good with Boost Mobile. So that's another thing. You know, if you're buying a device, you must be able to handle voice calls very well. And I think they've done a good job here. So overall, you know, this is a solid device. I really can't complain, especially if you're looking for something on the Boost Mobile network that can handle all your needs and not crap out on you. So if you have any questions or any comments about the Boost Max, let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to all our pages. Bored at Work, it's on the top right hand corner. You can click the subscribe button there, and also check out BooredFemme and Board Gamers as our other two channels on the network. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.